Oh, the stream's recording. What's up, guys? NBA talk. Today I'll be talking about the Los Angeles Lakers, winning, the 17th championship 2020. And this is a very short video. And I know that I have not been making, lots of video lately, right? The reason why I record this from, this live stream thing is because, I don't have a GoPro with me right now. And I think if I just record straight from computer, it's just much easier and faster to upload. So congratulations to the Los Angeles Lakers. They win, the 2020 championship, you know, against, the Miami Heat, finishing up, the final series, in game 6, right? I mean, I've been watching a lot of, Laker versus Heat, and it was getting like kind of interesting, right? That by like game 4, Lakers up 3-1, and then I thought like, oh, the Lakers are gonna blow 3-1 lead, but it's not gonna happen. But I think the Heat got really exhausted, and that's why the Lakers, like really, crushed the Heat in game 6. Like technically, like was a blowout, man. They blow the Heat. I mean, in game 5 was like very entertaining, like yeah, I know that lots of Laker fans gets upset, because they lost, game 5. Stuff, yeah, Jimmy Butler, and his teammate, yeah, Jimmy Butler, especially Jimmy Butler, was really tired. So was LeBron James and Andy Davis, with the ankle thing. That's what concern about the Lakers about the injuries, especially Anthony Davis. He's been sustaining his injuries throughout games and games, and Jimmy Butler only rests for like 48 seconds, and he just gives all he got, just to keep the Heat season alive. And fortunately, they're just out of tank, and that's why they drop hard in game 6. I knew that the Lakers are not gonna go to game 7, because if you go to game 7, then they're gonna play real hard. And to be honest, I watched like all the NBA playoff, and I just know that LeBron never loses game 7. So he, so yeah, Lakers just got like too much firepower. It's just too much for the Heat to handle. That's why obviously the Heat are not going to beat the Lakers. I mean, the Lakers are like the warrior, the super team. Lakers are just exactly like the warrior, man. I mean, they just play like relaxing. They always have like slow starts. Yeah, I mean that's their Lakers weakness. So let me recap for the Los Angeles Lakers season. So I don't know what record they finished off to, but it doesn't matter. They win championship. So they play against the Portland, in 5 games. They beat the Rocket 5 games, and they beat the Nuggets, the formidable Nuggets 5 games. And I thought that all the series are going to be 5-5-5, but the Heat are the only team that beat the Los Angeles Lakers twice in the playoff. So the Lakers lost total of 5 games, and they win 21, and they play total 21 games and win 16 games, right? Congratulations to the Los Angeles Lakers, for winning championship. I know that this year and this season has been a really tough time, especially during this pandemic thing. Like we thought there will never be an NBA season. We thought it will never restart, but it's just that this pandemic just make everything look different and stuff. And NBA playoff, of 2020, has been very entertaining and stuff. There's been a lots of upset and stuff. Yeah, I mean the Heat are been the biggest underrated team. Like they're like the fifth seed in the East, heading to the finals because of Jimmy Butler and all his young teammates. Yeah, I know that. I thought we'd see the Bucks, the Raptors, or possibly the Celtics, but this team didn't even make it. You know, past the East. I just didn't expect the Miami Heat, to be this good. I mean, let's recap for the Heat real quick. So the Heat, they just swept the Pacers. I expect the Pacers to win the game, but they did not even win a single game. They beat the Bucks, in 5. and they beat the Celtics. And the Celtics seems a little bit better, against the Heat than the the Bucks. Yeah, I mean the NBA bubbles and the NBA, in the Orlando, like it's crazy this year. 2019, 2020 is just so crazy, man. Like next year's gonna be even more crazier, and more interesting, right? I mean, yeah. I mean, ESPN has been, very wrong against the Lakers. Like, oh, they thought like the Portland's gonna beat the Lakers. But Portland, the Trailblazers are nowhere near the Lakers. So same thing with the Houston Rocket. Like, yeah, the Houston Rocket, beat Lakers, game one, just like the Portland did, and they thought the Rockets are gonna beat them, but Rocket has no defense, just only offense only, and you cannot win championship by just having only offense. No, you have to have both. The Lakers has both of them. That's why Rockets is obviously out, and then you got the Denver Nuggets. They come back from a 3-1 deficit twice against the Utah and the Clippers, and I thought we'd see the Lakers versus the Clippers, but it didn't happen because the Clippers blew a 3-1 lead against the Denver Nuggets. Then let me think. I just forgot what to say. So, and then the Lakers definitely will not blow a 3-1 lead to the Nuggets. I know that's not going to happen, and they just took care of business, and they come to the Miami Heat. Miami Heat, they shoot a lots of 3-point. Yeah, I mean they have a very deep stack there. I mean, here's what I know something. Here is the biggest reason why I want the Lakers to win the 2020 championship, and I almost forgot to mention, it's because of Kobe Bryant. Yeah, Kobe Bryant passed away this year, sadly, I wish he's still alive, watching, his team, winning the championship just 10 years later. 10 years ago, the Los Angeles Lakers beat the Celtics in 7. Yeah, I was in elementary school back then, but wow, man. Lakers just keep repeating, the championship. They keep winning like every, time on a new decade. Remember, they won like 2000, they win, 2010, and they win, 2020. So I wonder if this pack can keep up. I wonder if they're going to win in, 2030. Who knows? Well, 2030 it's going to be a long way. So let's not look forward to that. But we're just going to enjoy, Laker fans, just enjoy, the 2020 championship. Yes, you have to do this, for Kobe Bryant, and Gianna. But last time the Lakers win the championship, Kobe Bryant was, with the Lakers. He's playing Laker, and then he retired in 2016, and he died, in a helicopter crash, 2020, not able to see his team to win championship. But this is the one biggest message I want to say. Lakers did this for you, Mamba. For you, Kobe Bryant. This is all for you. You should be proud of the Lakers, man. LeBron, Anthony Davis. LeBron got his 4th ring, and Anthony Davis, did a really good job. Like, shout out to Anthony Davis. He should join Lakers, yeah, definitely, because if he stays with Falcon, he's probably never gonna earn a ring. But he went to the Lakers, and today he got his 1st ring, man, right on his hand. So, the Lakers squad, LeBron got his 4th ring, and LeBron and Anthony Davis is the one that contribute the most. I mean, they got the playoff Rondo, they got Kyle Kuzma, but I don't know what happened to Danny Green. Like, Danny Green's not the guy, he was in the San Antonio Spurs a few years ago. Maybe the Lakers should trade Danny Green. Danny Green has been, the player that disappointed me the most. I mean, they got Alex Russo, Yeah, but Kyle Kuzma, been very consistent. But lately, he's been choking stuff. And KCP, Caldwell Pope. Yeah, that's him. He stepped it up today. Like the entire Lakers just stepped up in Game 6, and they they look so hungry for championship, and this is how they won. And yeah, because they knew that that Lakers has to win. Lakers has to win. They know that they're definitely more powerful than the Heat because they use their strength. They have more power because they definitely do not want to go game seven. Because who knows, man? Yeah, because a lot of injuries can happen. We know that Anthony Davis is injury prone and possibly LeBron James, right? We know that Heat is running out of energy. So Lakers got lucky, because they have more endurance and and energy compared to the Miami Heat. Miami Heat can only sustain for 40 minutes. Cannot do the next game. Obviously, I know that obviously the Heat's gonna lose because of wear and tear down, man. I I saw your expression on Jimmy Butler's face, like yeah, like he's about to pass out. He's really tired, and possibly he might get injured, but he didn't get injured. But he's just probably very tired and couldn't carry the heat anymore. But yeah, man, the season end, and I know that the season delay over a year. We we always see the NBA season ends in mid June, but this is like October already. I mean, yeah, man, this is like very different circumstances, right? But hey, I got nothing much to say. So congratulations to the Los Angeles Lakers. I think they tied with the amount of championship with the Boston Celtics. I think Boston Celtics the one that's been winning tons of championships. They win 17, but now Lakers win 17, so they both tie. Celtic is no longer the most team that win the championships, right? I mean, Celtic they win like a lot of championships back in in the around the like 1900 like 20 or 30 years ago. I mean, those don't count legit anymore because NBA's been changing over time. Like lots of players are shooting threes. They're not going for two anymore. No more high fast break. I mean, that's why you see high scoring point game. But the NBA score this game is like pretty low. Barely above 100. Lakers 106 to 93. That's pretty low. Yeah, because both teams, you add them together, there's not even 200 points together. I mean, they even score less than they did in Game 5. That's just the facts. So the question is LeBron's gonna three-peat? You have to wait 2 more years, man. He win one championship, but if he wins 2021 and 2022, the Lakers, then he's three-peating. Then he's probably gonna tie with Michael Jordan. But it's very hard. I mean, lots of things can change, in between, within these 2 years. But anyway, I'm just gonna have to end it off here. Please hit a like, for this video, man, and please do this, for Kobe Bryant. But hopefully, his spirit and his soul will come back, to see, like we have actually, gave him a gift, for this year. Have a good night, and unfortunately, there might not be a Laker parade. Yeah, because you just gotta stay safe, man. Stay always 6 feet away, from people. Just for now, for temporary time. So I have to say good night. Bye bye.